Did you feel it? Did you? Because this episode was way better than the last one. And it wasn't even close.
I did it! I was KBLA's 25th caller. I won 2 tickets to go see George Michael.
I don't know, Kelly. I think I prefer Tobias over George Michael. Oh, that's right. Kelly is a fan of the singer George Michael, not pathetic whelp George Michael. That makes more sense. As we've seen from these early episodes, Kelly's only 2 choices in a date are Zack and Slater, and it will take all episode to decide which to take to the George Michael concert. One thing that may get in the way of the concert plans is that Kelly sucks at science, and will likely get grounded from the concert if she can't improve her grade. Zack tries to get Screech to help Kelly study, but Screech is hesitant since it is mating season for his collection of ants.
I'm gonna be an uncle.
And that's the quality of joke the last episode was missing. Zack gets Screech on board and presents the arrangement to Kelly.
Okay, so when do we start?
Well, tonight, but it has to be at my place. I'm not allowed out after Alf.
I think that's Screech's 3rd time referencing Alf? Kelly arrives that night, and we get our first glimpse at Screech's room. Space stuff, beakers, and a fully functioning robot. All this makes that piece of crap Canary project look like Screech was trying to fail.
Where do you want to begin?
Let's start with atomic energy. What do you know about nuclear fission?
Nuclear fission? Okay, it's time we take a slight tangent and look at this science class. First, doesn't our crew already have a science class with Mr. Bennett? But that one is chemistry, so I guess they could also have another science class for nuclear radiation topics? But wait, the notes behind Dr. Mertz are about the formation of stream valleys. Why is Screech tutoring Kelly on nuclear fission if this is an earth science class? Further, in the last class, Screech was recognized for his 37th straight A+ in the class, yet the final test is worth half their grade? That doesn't sit well with me. What else doesn't sit well with me? This other Blackboard notes a report due the same day as the major test. Is Dr. Mertz Satan? We get no answers. We do see that Screech absolutely kills it in teaching Kelly advanced Earth quasi-related sciences. In fact, Screech makes such a good impression that Kelly just stands all wistful in the middle of Screech's house. And the reverie doesn't stop there as Kelly continues to swoon at the max. The girls are in shock when Kelly finally reveals her new crush.
You know, Lisa, you really ought to give Screech a chance.
Is this Kelly's first crush? I mean, you don't typically try and pawn off people you like to other people. Zack also can't believe what he's hearing when the girls tell him the news. And then he sees the proof? Oh, shut up, Dustin Diamond. Slater refuses to believe the news, so he tries an experiment.
Hey, Kelly, how about a pizza and movie tonight?
Sorry, Slater. I already have dinner plans with Screechy.
Yeah, and after that, Kel and I are gonna be studying at my place. Screechy?
Kel?
Stupid. That night, Screechy and Kel are in a groove when...
Kevin, you didn't order a pizza again, did you?
What kind of creepy pizza man comes to your bedroom door? Oh, it's just Zack. And then Slater, making sure that things don't get too hot and heavy between Screech and Kelly. Well, they fail. Big time. Because... Shut up, Dustin Diamond. At school the next day, Zack and Slater decide to keep Kelly and Screech's thing a secret. But they didn't count on a duo of dorks dropping their daily double-teamed deuce getting the word out. And I mean all the way out. And now all the fly ladies want to get with Screech.
You know, I don't get it. What did they see in him? Got me.
Well, Kelly's the most popular girl in school. If she wore a pizza on her head and called it a hat, there'd be a run on pepperoni.
With Screech as the touchstone for the latest dating trend, the 4 mind link. to imagine what that looks like. And it's not great.
Hello? Hello!
I mean, Zack comes in channeling Jerry Lewis from The Nutty Professor while talking like Jerry Lewis from, anything else.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
And Slater, sadly, inspires whatever Keith Buechler was doing in America's Got Talent. The show works really hard to show that Zack and Slater are nerds. I mean, it tries really, really, really hard.
Kelly, you want to come over tonight and look at my lint collection? She can't. She's coming over to look at my earwax sculptures.
They come off less as nerds and more like gold member level perverts. Kelly rocks that pizza hat, but no one else seems to have followed suit. So Jesse was wrong there. And the boys are out of luck because nerds are out and Screech Bond is in. Our depressed, scared, good-looking boys decide to break up Screech's good thing by lying to Mr. Belding about Kelly and Screech getting married. Naturally, Screech ends up in Belding's office.
Friday's the big day.
Friday? Do you really think you're ready for something like this?
And because Belding is a boob, we get another humorous little who's on first style of back and forth that ends in this beauty of a joke.
Well, I have objections. Screech your cantaloupe.
Who are you calling a cantaloupe, you melonhead?
I mean, it's just funny writing right there. The two sort things out, and Mr. Belding gets an idea as to who is behind the misunderstanding. Boom! It's Zack and Slater.
Now hold open the door so I can fall in.
You may have noticed by now that Zack and Slater have shared quite a few door frames in this episode. I do not know why.
Now hold open the door so I can fall in.
How about some more door-related observations? If you listen closely, you'll hear a bunch of squeaking outside Mr. Belding's door.
Oh, so all this talk about you and Kelly getting married is just some crazy hoax perpetrated by...
What was all that? And here's another door-related mind melter. This is the first time that door has opened inward. In all the other episodes before this, the door has opened outward. So they completely changed Belding's door for this one joke. Can we move away from the door commentary? Well, I think our low subscription numbers prove that we might obsess too much over stupid stuff that nobody cares about. Moving on. Grades are out, and once again, because Zack focused his efforts on hijinks instead of studying, he gets a bad grade. Kelly, on the other hand, gets that A. Shut up, Dustin Diamond!
That means I get to go to the George Michael concert after all. Guess who I'm taking?
Why would you want to take me to see George Michael? I hate him.
Kelly and Screech discover that they have very little in common, so a relationship is unlikely. And I'm going to give Dustin Diamond this next moment, because it's sweet, and Zack comes off so poorly on the other side of it.
Every ice cream cone has its last lick, Kelly. And this was ours.
I'll never forget how you helped me.
We'll always have science.
Rebound.
The boys move in to be Screech's slappy seconds, but Kelly isn't feeling a George Michael concert. She gives the tickets to Zack and Slater.
Well, looks like we're going to the concert together.
I'm not going on a date with you. Hey, if it doesn't work out with you and Screech, call me.
Mixed messages much, Slater? False alarm. The episode ends with Zack and Slater going on a date to see George Michael. Avery Schreiber played Dr. Mertz. There's almost too much to say about him. Just know that he's a Hollywood legend. Highlights of his career include his time with Jack Burns as the comedy duo Burns and Schreiber. They met at Second City and eventually landed their own television show. While Jack Burns turned to focus on writing, Avery continued acting and doing tons of voice work. The credit that sticks out the most to me is his role in some movie called Galaxina as Captain Cornelius Butt. He is also well known for a series of classic Doritos commercials in the 70s. Kevin the Robot was voiced by Michael Lavelle. His 3 credits as Kevin are about all he's done.
Who are you calling a cantaloupe, you melonhead?